Welcome to the No Hands SEO video demonstration. In this video I will guide you through the main features of No Hands SEO and how to start backlinking right away. No Hands SEO is a totally automated SEO backlinking tool. Once you have given it your websites and pages, it will do all of the work for you with absolutely no need for any user intervention whatsoever or even any type of deCAPTCHA service. Okay, to start with, I'm going to double click on the icon here. Now it loads up. There's a very simple user interface here. You have your profiles, settings, log, you've got your start and your stop button. Now directly underneath it you have the add profile box here. Now it's very simple to add your first web property. All you need to do is fill in the full address. I'm going to use the No Hands SEO address here for an example. In the keywords, these are the keywords that you will be searching in the search engines for. Now what you want to do is you want to enter in keywords that are applicable to your niche or niche if you're American, and they don't want to be terribly specific. I mean, the more the merrier. If you've got hundreds of keywords, put them all in. The more keywords that are absolutely relevant to your website, the better. Okay, so I'm going to put in auto SEO, auto backlinking, auto blog commenting, auto trackbacks, auto whois. I'm going to leave it at that for now. That's fine. Now all you need to do is just separate these with a comma. If you one of the people like me who sometimes does a comma, sometimes does a comma and a space, that's fine. The tool will deal with that, not a problem. Now the anchor text, this is the keyword that you are targeting to increase your search engine rankings. So for instance, if you have a website purely about black widgets, there is no point in putting in here blue widgets like you maybe would in the keywords. There is a difference between the keywords that you use to search for and the keywords that you want to rank for. Okay, the keywords that you're searching for can be quite broad, not necessarily your keyword but something related to your market. The anchor text is exactly what you want to rank for, so this does want to be absolutely laser targeted to your website. So for this I'm literally just going to put No Hands SEO. Now it supports spinning. If you've ever used a recent SEO tool, you will probably know what spin tax is or permutations. They're all the same thing. You use curly brackets and separators to make one piece of text spinnable into hundreds, thousands or more different variations. So for this test I'm going to leave it as No Hands SEO, and I'm going to leave it listed as a website instead of a web page. Now the difference between these two is if you leave your profile as a website, it will crawl the different levels of your website, and it will actually promote deep linking, so not all of your links are going to your home page. If you have it as a page, obviously it's not going to do this, because if you have an article that you want to promote, there is no point in finding extra links, extra pages within that site, because then you'll be promoting other people's work. There's not much point in doing that. So I'm going to leave it as website for now, and I'm going to click add profile, and you'll see shortly after, there we go, we get the profile in the list. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start backlinking my domain nohandsseo.com. All I need to do is click on that start button, and right away that is the tool working for me now. What it will do initially is it will go away and find blog pages to comment on, it will find blog pages to send trackbacks to, it will start crawling my web page, finding more pages within my website to get backlinks for, for all the deep link pages. It will start submitting whois pages. Now you can check on its progress in the log here. Now right away you can see first port of call, it made a whois link. Secondly, it started searching for blog pages. based on my auto SEO keyword. What it will do is it will find up to 1,000 blog pages per keyword per footprint. Now you can add more footprints, you don't have to, it's not something you need to do. The tool is perfectly powerful without it. Now you can see it's found 1,000 blog pages. Now it's going to go off and search for trackbacks. Now, as I said, it will do the same for trackbacks. It will find up to 1,000 pages per keyword per footprint. Now it will keep doing this. Once it's run out of keywords to search for, it will extend these keywords using different services like Google, Yahoo, Bing, and things like that to extend the keywords to search for. So say you put in 10 keywords, it's not necessarily going to find you just 10,000 pages. It will find you 10,000 and then it will keep going. It will find suggestions for those keywords that are similar but not the same to search for. Okay, now you can see it's started posting the blog comments, it's got your trackbacks, it's got blog pages, it's doing whois pages, and it's doing this. I am not doing anything here. It is doing it all for me. Now, it's a very powerful tool right out of the box. You don't need to change any of the settings, you don't need to change footprints, targets, anything like that, or proxies, but if you so wish, you can do that. And I'll quickly show you the settings now while that does some backlinking for me. The first thing you see when you click on settings is the proxy box here. If you have hundreds of web pages or websites that you're using this tool to promote, you will want proxies. Now I imagine anybody with hundreds of web pages will probably already have their own proxies for their own uses, so you will probably be more than aware of the different formats to use to put the proxies into that list. So I won't go through it. It is covered in the manual, and you see all the boxes have the tooltips here, so you can always see exactly what goes in the box, what format to use, but the manual explains it in much more detail. So if you're struggling, the manual's great, and also if you're still struggling after reading the manual, you can always email me at support@nohandsseo.com. That's no hands plural SEO.com. Okay. Now in the application settings here, there is functionality for pinging your links straight away. Now I left this inactive as standard because it will slow down the pinging. As the list for pinging services is quite large, it can take quite some time to ping each individual page, and obviously the nature of blog comments and trackbacks is that a lot of the time your links will be put into a moderation queue, so you're not always getting instant backlinks. Now, if you're pinging a web page before your link goes active or goes live, then you aren't going to be getting any benefit from that link. So it's best to leave that unpinged, and then at a later date we can check those links and ping the ones where the owner of the blog has moderated that link as okay, and so on. Now the whois list here, there is over 2,500 whois pages in here for you to submit to. You don't need to change anything on there. If you have a list of your own that you'd rather use, by all means you can just change that as you see fit. You can disable it if you want, and it is that simple. Really, there is instructions in the manual and obviously in the tooltips how to set out your different services and how to change that. Okay, and in blog commenting, you can add your different footprints here. So say you have been using a different set of footprints to the standard, checking for the forms, then by all means you can put them in there. If you only want to submit to pages that you've entered yourself, you can deactivate it. The search in, you can deactivate posting altogether if you wish. And the same goes for the track backing. You've got that. In the URL list, you can add a list of domains or pages to block. So for instance, if you don't want to send any comments to your competitors, maybe you don't want them to see your methods of promotion, things like that, you can add them in there. If you have a list of auto-approve blogs to comment on, you can add them here to either a single profile or all of your profiles. It is so simple. the great thing about the tool is, even though it will go off and make you unlimited backlinks, never-ending supply of backlinks, you can also add in your own auto-approve list, or say you're using a blog network that a private blog network that only allows comments from your web pages and things like that. You can add the list here and it will add to those. I'm going to go back to the log quickly to show you. You can see there is, just in the few minutes that I've been talking to you about the tool and how to set it up, it's been going off and making all these links for you. And if we go to the profiles, you'll see it's already got 17 successful Whois submission pages, 15 successful comments posted, and 18 successful trackbacks posted. Also, it searched my website and found 3 pages, so now it will not just be backlinking to nohandsseo.com, it will be backlinking to all of the pages that are publicly visible from that page. Now you can see so far we have 975 comment targets, we have 961 trackback targets, and the 2,500 Whois targets. Now what I'm going to do is I'll stop the video here and come back in an hour or so, and you'll see just how many successful posts it's had, and I think you'll be amazed. Okay, I'll see you soon. Okay, as we can see, after just an hour and maybe 10 minutes, we can see that the program has been running. I've not had to touch any controls at all in that time. So we can see already it's posted 331 Whois links, 338 blog comments, and 346 trackbacks have been posted in that time. Now it's important to note that I have not touched this in any way. I've not had to fill in a captcha, I've not had to choose a category, I've not had to do any searching, any checking or anything of the sort. I've literally pressed start and left it. Now, it's also important to note that it can do this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You literally need to do nothing more than enter in your website or web page. It's not unreasonable to think that you could literally turn this on, go on holiday, and come back and have thousands upon thousands of backlinks, all the while you've been sunning it up in Barbados or anywhere you want, doesn't matter, and it's just working. As far as I'm aware, this is the only tool on the market of its kind that is totally 100% automated. You don't need to touch your computer at all. It will get links for you. It is such an amazing time saver, and the fact that you can add as many profiles as you want makes it even more powerful. Now, the number of links that it's created in this time, if you'd have had 10 profiles, it would have got you that many links for each individual profile. It wouldn't have done one profile, one link, and then another profile, given it another link. It would have literally done all of them at the same time. They all run in their own threads. If you know what that means, it means very quick. Okay, so I hope this has been really enlightening. If you have any questions, you can email them to me at support@nohandsseo.com. Don't forget that's hands plural. I'll be glad to answer any questions you have, or you can put them in the comment section if you don't mind them being public. I'm really happy to speak to anyone about this. I think it's a great tool. You should get in there and buy it now. I will be putting a coupon code in the video description, so check that out if you want to get some money off. Who doesn't like money off? So hope to hear from you soon, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. You really need to get in on this now. It's a brilliant tool, and from what I know, the price will be increasing in the future, so get it now while it's cheap. Okay, thank you very much, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.